Y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Black Friday duo from Glisten and Glow. These will be releasing starting on the 21st of November at 7 p.m. EDT at glistenandglow.com. I'll go ahead and link that right down below. These were sent to me for review and I'll get right into it. So first up is T-Day turns to Be Friday, and this is described as a medium heather teal cream based linear hollow with a red to blue to purple ultra chrome flakes, bronze to red to copper ultra chrome flakes, blue to red to pink unicorn shimmers, and a light dusting of a silver galaxy hollow micro glitters. So a lot going on in here that makes for a really beautiful and complex polish. It's not going to have a lot of texture, even though it does have that wide assortment of glitters. This first coat did go on a little bit sheer, but it does make for a nice even base. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and then show you how it built up for me with that second coat. 2 coats bring this polish completely opaque with no issues at all. Again, not a lot of texture going on, but it does dry down slightly dull, so you are going to want to go in with your favorite glossy top coat. It does have a ton of those flakes in there though, so if you want to go in with matte top coat, it's really going to bring those to the forefront. So here's a look at that completed mani. I had just 2 coats before a glossy top coat underneath my artificial lighting, and then really quickly from a different angle under that same artificial lighting just to try to show off those flakes a little bit more. They are beautiful in a glossy base, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what they look like matte as well. So here's a quick look at that. With that matte, you can really make out every single individual flake as well as some of that unicorn shimmer. So this is my final swatch photo at an angle underneath my artificial lighting. So the other polish of the duo is called Shopping is My Cardio, and it's described as a light heather purple cream based linear hollow with a blue to purple ultra chrome flakes, bronze to red ultra chrome flakes, a strong red to blue to pink unicorn shimmer, and a light dusting of silver galaxy hollow micro glitters. So this duo is really well matched in terms of what is in each polish. A lot of the same elements going on, but a completely different shade. So here's a look at that first coat. This one did feel like it went on maybe a little bit more sheer than the blue. Still a really beautiful and even base. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it built up for me with that second coat. 2 coats for me was right on the edge of being completely opaque with a really careful second coat. A little bit thicker, I did have full opacity. However, if you want to go in a little bit thinner, I do recommend waiting and going in for that third coat with this one. Same issues and not a lot of texture at all, but it does dry down maybe just slightly dull. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. I really love how the unicorn shimmer paired with this shade, super beautiful. So there's a quick view from a different angle. And then just like the other, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like with a matte top coat. I am living for this one matte. It just brings all of those beautiful flakes and unicorn pigment to the forefront. So here's a view of my final swatch photo at an angle under that artificial lighting. So next I'm going to share with you a really quick and easy nail art look. So I'm going in with a base of a T-Day turns to Be Friday, which is that beautiful teal blue shade. I'm just going to do 1 coat. It's not going to be completely opaque by any means, but it is going to make a nice base for our nail art. Next I'm going in with a fan brush and a little bit of Be Friday and also Shopping is My Cardio. And I'm going to make a really easy and spongeless gradient. If you want to go in with a sponge, you can totally do that. You're going to have a ton of flakies. I really love how these shades look together. It makes for a beautiful, flawless, really easy gradient. So there's a look at what it looks like on the brush. You can tell there's definitely a purple and teal side. I am going to put the purple side towards my tips and just fan this right on. I did add a little bit of liquid latex there to the edge of my nails just to make cleanup a little bit easier. Honestly, with all the flakes and glitters going on in this polish, I didn't really have a hard time removing it. I wore this mani for I think a full day and removal was pretty easy. So I'm going to smooth that gradient out with a little bit of a top coat. This is Glisten and Glow's top coat. So there's a look at that completed mani, just really sweet and really easy. It is very icy and wintry, but I am going to go ahead and pair this with a snowflake look just to bring it that much more wintry. So I'm using a white stamping polish. This is from Moonflower Polish. I'm going to go in with my clear stamper from Twinkle Tea and just put that directly on top of that gradient. I did give it a little bit of time to dry. That Glisten and Glow top coat is really awesome about drying your mani rock hard and glossy with out a lot of times. So there's a look at that mani, and it just stuck perfectly to the top coat and almost minimal cleanup. I'm going to go ahead and seal that in once more with one more coat of glossy top coat, and that's all there is to it. If you wanted to go in with a matte top coat, I think that's going to be a beautiful look as well. But here's a look at that completed glossy mani in direct sunlight at an angle. Super in love with it. I think I would even like the reverse of the purple being towards the cuticles and the blue being more towards the tips. Super in love with it. Very easy and really fun to do. So there's a look at that completed nail art at an angle in direct sunlight. So again, these are releasing starting on November 21st from Glisten and Glow in honor of Black Friday. I'll link their storefront down below. A big, huge thank you to them for sending this my way. If you'd like to see more, you can also follow me on Instagram at Sloppy Swatches or on my blog, which I'm steadily getting back into, at sloppyswatches.com. So thank you so much for following along, and I'll see you next time.